Hello world. Welcome back to Let's Talk Barca. This is episode 22, The Return of Xavi. Well, hello everybody. So, as everyone is aware of, Xavi has officially re-signed with Barcelona as the manager. And that's good news. So we'll see. We're going to get into his comments and his quotes. Okay, let's go. Let's get into it, guys. All right, so upon signing, he made some interesting quotes, at least what I deemed to be very interesting. The first were his quotes about Dembele. I thought his quotes about Dembele were interesting. He believes that Dembele, in his position, is one of the best in the world. I do agree with him in that situation. And it just seems to be that he believes that the main thing missing with Dembele is just consistency and focus. So that's what they're going to work on. The next major point that I thought he mentioned was the actual training staff and how fact he feels that the physios and everybody else needs to change and something's wrong there. So it looks like he's going to be trying to change the entire physio medical staff. As per my last episode, I believe that they pretty much should get rid of everybody involved with the medical staff. I mean, we just have too many players injured. Another very interesting statement by Xavi was the fact that he believes that regardless of the situation that Barcelona is in, Barcelona must continue to win. Winning is the only option for Barcelona. And I do agree with that statement. I think that, that was one of Koeman's probably biggest flaws, is that he accepted losing, or he tolerated it, I guess, a bit more than what, a lot of us felt that he should have. But, now Xavi's come in, he said that he's not going to tolerate that. So we'll see how the team responds. All right, so in continuing with the Xavi, so what we also have learned is that Xavi believes heavily in Dembele, and he believes that Dembele, with time, can be a world-class player, if not the best player in the world in his position. This is something that I believe that, at least I've always been saying, that's why I believe that we never really see what this team can do until we see Fati and Dembele and Memphis Depay, because those three players are very unique and very dangerous, and they hold the key to our future. So their ability to play in pretty much any position, their ability to switch, and their speed, their trickery, their want to go one-on-one, that's very dangerous. So when you add that in compared to with, say Nico's penetration or driving runs from midfield. And if we can get De Jong to drive from either the CB position, so from the center back position, or from a deep laying midfielder position, then we'll also have another runs coming in. Then if we can get Pedri or Xavi or whoever else who's playing in the midfield, Ricky Puig, whoever can play in the midfield to provide those nifty passes, those law passes over the top, through ball passes over the top, through balls, long through balls, and those types of real nifty little looks for deep runs and so forth, then we're good to go. So let's get back into what Xavi had to say. So it looks like Xavi is going to be replacing the entire coaching staff, except for, I guess, the head coach, De La Fuentes. For some reason, this guy's like the Teflon Don. He's staying. And you can see here some comments from some people that's starting to realize everything I said in my last video, that our real problems really are with Ter Stegen is not playing good enough as a goalkeeper for Barcelona or as a sweeper keeper. He's not performing any of those two duties very well for us. We've been overlooking this because everyone's been infatuated on Koeman, but now that Koeman's gone, there's no more hiding for these players. So all these players now, everyone's coming out and feel comfortable to expose the players who really weren't stepping up. And these players have some accountability and a lot of responsibility for Koeman's firing, because Ter Stegen has been horrible in the last, at least let's just say for this season, he's been horrible. Whether he's not recovering from injury or something else, he's just been absolutely horrible for the start of this season. So what we can see here now is that also what I stated in my last video was that the entire medical staff has to go. So it looks like Fati has gone off and found a second opinion. And second opinion has given him some additional information. So he might not be out as long as as it was first stated. We'll see. I would even keep Fati out a little bit longer and then bring him real slow. So we're going to get into that when we discuss the training session. This was a shocker to me. I never really understood how this could be really happening at Barcelona, but this will be interesting. We talk a little later. But more importantly, other than the medical staff, this revelation was actually incredible for me. So since Luis Enrique left, they pretty much haven't been training the players. So this is why the players, especially the younger players, have been falling victim to injury. Because yeah, they're professional, but at the same time, they're still young. Like, they have to learn professionalism. Luis Enrique and these guys set the precedent early with these strict rules and strict things so that players could, learn professionalism and develop the discipline of professionalism. So once you've developed it, you don't need to reinforce it. But when you have young players, players like, Dembele, players like Fati, and these guys, they don't know that. They're kids coming in. So Dembele never got a chance to play under Luis Enrique. So no wonder he got injured as soon as he got here. If Luis Enrique would have had him, he would have had him under strict conditions. And not so much strict condition that says you can't do this or you can't live your life. No, but in training, you have to train a certain way. You got to be training for sprints. You got to be training hard. You got to be coming in every day 2 hours early and working out and doing these things. These things have to be set. Like, I am so disgusted, but they said that ever since Valverde came in, and then obviously Valverde comes in, loosens up everything, and everybody else has a hard time coming in and actually changing it. How can you change it? The guy that came in after Valverde was Etienne. As soon as Etienne came in and they tried to change it, everybody rebelled against Etienne. He only got 6 months and then he was forced out. Then Koeman comes in. When Koeman comes in, the president goes out. So Koeman has no real support or no real backing. So the players still own the dressing room, so he can't enforce any real rules. Till Laporta finally comes in. Then when Laporta comes in this year, remember, Laporta never really had it. He couldn't do anything last year. We're halfway through the season time Laporta came in. This year, at the start of the season, he never got the support from Laporta. So if he's trying to implement anything and say, hey, guys, don't do this and don't do that, they're laughing at him because they say, you're not going to be here in a week. Look, Laporta's not even backing you. So Koeman was he was just a lame duck. But I don't even care about that. He's gone. I am happy that Koeman did develop Xavi, Nico, Pedri. So I am happy, and I do give Koeman the most respect for all their development. And he also got to see Balde under Koeman. So I think Balde is going to also be a good player going forward. So I like Balde. So I got to say a lot of great things from him. Then he brought in Memphis Depay. So I got to say, thank you for bringing in Memphis Depay. You know what I mean? Now, you could say he brought in Luke de Jong, but he didn't really bring in Luke de Jong. You know what I mean? Like, Luke de Jong was just something he had to do after losing Griezmann and Messi. You lose Griezmann and Messi, and Aguero's out for how long? You have to bring somebody in, and we had no money. So I don't really blame him for that. Thing is, we all know that Luke de Jong is I'm not going to say he's shit, but Luke de Jong is, he's not at Barcelona level, but he might play a part. He might win us a few games. I mean, think about Braithwaite. Everybody had, look at Braithwaite. Last year we thought Braithwaite wasn't going to be good enough, but now we miss Braithwaite. And Braithwaite right now is really the perfect, bench player for us. He's a perfect guy coming off the bench to give us either a winger on either side or a center forward, or he could play either one of those three positions. He provides good speed. He provides flair. He works hard. So Braithwaite, you know what? I want to give Braithwaite his props. Unfortunately, he got injured early, but hopefully he can come back and play once again, contribute for the rest of the season, and maybe hopefully help us win at least one trophy this year. I wanted a double this year. I think this team is good enough to win a double. I still think we can come back and win the league, and we still have the Copa del Rey available. So I think we can still win a double. Whether or not Xavi can come in and implement what he needs to implement it, and hearing how lackadaisical everything was in terms of the way the players went about the daily days and daily routines and so forth, I actually think that this is what's needed. Just a fresh face now that I'm seeing that how bad the behind the scenes is, when you're hearing that, like I said, like these guys never had these requirements, they were just doing their doing. There was too many veteran players and they had too much control. And then the young kids came in, and then, no one was able to provide discipline on the young kids, because how are they supposed to know the discipline? You know what I mean? Where are they supposed to get it? So that just says that, can you imagine what's going to happen now that we get this discipline? So whether it's Xavi who did it, whether it's Ten Hag who came in and did it, I don't really care. My problem now is who's looking at Xavi as a coach now is, I don't believe that any coach of Barcelona can last more than 3 to 4 years. I think it's too stressful. It's too strenuous. So we're only going to be able to keep Xavi for, next 2 to 3 years. Xavi's best times as a manager probably won't be at Barcelona unless he comes back. You know what I mean? So that's what I really don't like about having Xavi so early. So hopefully, we can go and maybe Iniesta retires and he can do the routine, join Barca B as a coach, win Barca B, get Barca B promoted up to La Liga, even though they can't play in La Liga, but get them promoted just like Pep did, and then take over for Xavi, and then we can have years and years and years of dominance with great coaching and great philosophy coming in. Even if Pep comes back, I guess we could also have Pep come back, right, after 3 or 4 years, and then Xavi can come back in another 4 or 5 years, maybe 10 years, go out and learn some more. But right now, let's enjoy Xavi. I think he's, I'm going to hope that he's going to be good. I hope that we're able to get some stability. Now, a lot of you fans, you guys love Xavi, so now hopefully you guys will just, stop the negativity around the team. And now that you got what you want, you can, cheer the team on and not attack the team every time. So let's go Barca. And once again, this is for those who know, and if you don't know, you just don't know. Peace.